Hello, guys. Welcome back to another episode on She's on the Move. I'm your host, Amaka, and today's story is one that has left many people shocked and heartbroken. It's about a gospel singer in Nigeria, Timileyin Ajayi, and the horrible crime he committed against a young woman named Salome Eleojo Adaidu. Sorry for murdering the name. This story is not just about what happened, but also about the lessons we can learn as a community to make sure something like this, as gruesome like this, doesn't happen again. We talk about the event and the people involved and the bigger problem in our society that led to these tragedies. Most importantly, we look at how we can grow and change to create a better future. So grab a seat and let's get started. But first of all, I want to send my most deepest and most sincere condolence to the family of Salome. It's really heartbreaking to see how your child is gruesomely murdered, unalived. The story begins in Nasarawa State, Nigeria on January 12, 2025. Timileyin Ajayi was a 29-year-old gospel singer. Although I've checked around, I really cannot see the music he's doing, really, if I'm being honest. Maybe, if we're being honest, his gospel music career did not take up. He was someone people looked up to because he sang about God, love, and hope. But on that day, Timileyin did something that no one could have imagined. He unalived his 24-year-old girlfriend, in quote, Salome, and then did something even more terrible. Apparently, this guy dismembered her body parts in 40 pieces. I haven't seen it. I don't want to see it. For those who have seen it, you must be a very brave person. That sight was gruesome. And he did not just do that. What he proceeded to carry it out in a Ghana mosque. The neighbor, they said they noticed him acting strangely before the police caught him. And even at that, he was seen carrying a suspicious looking bag to church. The same bag was stained with blood, drenching with blood. And then when officers stopped him to check the bag, they found Salome's head inside. That's really how bold this guy was. And everyone was shocked, of course, not only by what he did, but also by how calm he seemed. He showed no sign of regret or guilt, told the police he didn't feel bad because he believed life isn't fair.
That day, I invited her to come to my house. So she came. She was asking me for transport. I thought I didn't have. She now came. So when she came, she was asking me for 3,000. I told her, me too, I don't have 3,000. I'm only managing myself. She said, no, well, I said she will stay like that. She can't stay. I can't go buy no more. She can't stay. As she stay, I saw the whole thing start. She can't say she's hungry. I can't tell her, say, make she relax. Food they come. She can't say, no, wala. Say she go wait, wait food come. And she can't wait. She can't wait. Oh, her body temperature can't rise. Because she's hungry, they marry her. I can't go marry Indomie for her. She can't carry noodles come. How I want to prepare them? She was asking. I told her, it's the way I want to prepare it. She can't say no while. I just make sure so I cook and say she nice. I can't cook and she can't nice. She can't nice the thing. She can't go. Her food can't ready. I can't serve her the food. That was how the whole thing started.
The 32-year-old Timileyin Ajayi, currently in police detention, looked unperturbed as we spoke to him.
Let me see who you're chatting with. She can't give me. That was how the whole thing started. I cut her neck.
You carry her go here before you cut her neck?
Inside her room. Now I cut her neck.
Okay.
I cut her neck. That was it.
How she can't take enter your bathroom?
I told her to enter my bathroom.
Okay.
She now entered. That was how the whole thing started.
As she enter your bathroom, wait till you come.
I said, make she lie down. Put her leg for her hand for that Ocean business. She can't lie down there. Her neck, I can't carry the neck. I cut her. She was not dragging.
And then, what you come?
I went on cutting her neck.
Okay.
That was it.
Imagine how Salome's family felt when they heard that the news Salome was a kind and hardworking young woman. Imagine hearing that your child was gruesomely unalive by someone who is so inhuman, with no remorse. She was part of the program. She was also part of the program called NYC, National Youth Service Corps, where she worked to help her community and build a brighter future. Her life was cut short in such a cruel way, leaving her family an unimaginable pain. When Timileyin was questioned, he claimed that Salome was his girlfriend, that they had a fight. He said she attacked him first. Of course, classical. And he defended himself. But the story later changed. Because Salome's family, they told the different story altogether. They said that, no, they never knew him. Even Salome's sister said if she was in a relationship, she would have known about him, but no, that she didn't know about him. Right? And honestly, people were like speculating, because me, I was wondering, okay, what is happening here? Because was he just chunking it up to that she was his girlfriend just to make it look like, okay, this wasn't a wild thing, right? But this made people wonder if Timileyin had been stalking Salome, or if he was just trying to make excuses for his actions. Because, right? How can someone just do such a thing like that? And even if he did it, how long has he been in the business? This part of the story is so confusing because we don't know who to believe. But one thing is clear, Salome didn't deserve what happened to her. No matter the situation. And Timileyin's actions showed a lack of respect, not only for Salome, but for everyone who cared about her, and even for humanity. Right? And you have to remember, right? Before all these things happened, he has changed the story several times. After faking to be mad, to be crazy. Right? This guy is a gospel musician. What kind of gospel musician have the mind to dismember somebody? What kind of gospel musician have the mind to do that? And you did not just do that, you butcher someone. Do you know how detached and desensitized you have to be calm to do this? Apparently, rumors are flying around that he must be one of those people who traffic organs. And at a point, he said, okay, he gave her Indomie. Like, he changed the story several times. A lot of people couldn't just believe he's a gospel musician who would do something. Someone who sings about love, God, who do something this evil. Others talked about how unsafe it is for women in relationship or even their own neighborhood. The story made headline in Nigeria and even in other countries, with people asking, how could this happen? Salome's family was devastated. Her sister shared how hard it was for them to cope with losing her in such a terrible way. They couldn't even have a proper burial because of what Timileyin did. Do you know what it means for you to go to retrieve your loved one's body from a morgue? At least if you're retrieving your loved one's body from the morgue, you do your final goodbye, you hug them, right? You recognize them, you dress them, you give them that final respect. But this time, you can't even hold anywhere. You can't. Oh my goodness. And this is someone who will go somewhere, probably preaching. If you look at him, you think he's a human being. It's really heartbreaking. And please, ladies, why did the parents were going back and forth talking about and please, this is not to victim blame, okay? Why they were going about talking about who if they are deceased and what? This is the thing, ladies, please tell your friends, tell somebody, tell your siblings, tell someone in your family where you are going to. The world is mad, it's full of mad people, and as women, day in, day out, especially in Nigeria, the girl's child is not protected. We are not. We are collateral damage, and at least sometimes when all these things happen, excuses are used, and that was why his first go-to place was, oh, I gave her money, 3,000 naira, this and that, to paint her as, oh, a wayward girl, or a girl who is not satisfied, just to make, the sentiments, especially with this red pill nowadays, just to dehumanize the woman and make her feel, make the crime not look so bad. If not that it's so gruesome and people are tired of every day, a young lady will go out and she's missing, including those who are go for work, just a walk, even visiting a friend, or some quote-unquote boyfriend relationship is getting dangerous out there. So yes, it was very gruesome. And it got a lot of people talking. So please, ladies out there, tell people around you what happened. Because in this case, maybe if she told, because what her sister said was that she said she was going to her friend's place on that day, and that was how she disappeared. And even at that, some of the neighbors say that they've known her since over a year. And the guy said that they have been dating for over a year. So no one knows who to believe, but to me, I will stick to maybe the girl's family. But should it be, let's just say, in the case that they are together, they have known for over a year, right? Even in that case, how can you comfortably do that to someone you're intimate with and paint such gruesome story? Oh God! And he didn't even feel rumors. Do you know this guy didn't feel rumors with how collected he is? At first, even when he was trying to fake the fact that he was mad and he didn't pass the test, he said he didn't feel sorry. Now, here is a lesson, okay, that we can learn from this, because this story is very heartbreaking. But it also gives us a chance to think about how we can do better as individuals, as community. Here are some important lessons we can learn. Number one is good morals. Good morals are more than words. Timileyin was known as a gospel singer. He sang about faith, love, doing the right thing. But his actions showed opposite. This teaches us that it's not enough to just say that the right things or look good at the outside. What matters most is what is in the inside. Our true character. What matters is what is inside our true character. Are we kind? Are we honest? Do we treat people with respect? These are the things that really count. 2, be careful who you trust. Sometimes people aren't who they seem to be. They might say all the right things, but have bad intentions. This doesn't mean that we should stop trusting others, no. But we should be more careful. Listen to your instincts sometimes. If something feels wrong, don't ignore it. Talk to someone you trust. Like a parent, teacher, or even a friend. Like I said earlier. Make sure when you're going out, as the ladies nowadays, make sure you're telling someone. These are the important. So if anything happens, search party is coming for you. If not that, this guy on that fateful day was very careless, because based on how calculated and calm he is, it's obvious this guy has been doing this for a while. It's obvious he was just caught. Based on how confident he was with this, if that did not happen, that was how this girl would have vanished. Nobody would know. And the person she trusted was someone she felt she had intimate relationship with. Respect and safety for women. And this is the third one. Respect and safety for women. Salome's story is not the only one like this. There are too many women who face danger in their own homes or relationship. So sometimes it might be like, oh no, she went to a man's house. No. It do happen sometimes in the home. Sometimes the society is not safe for women. This is not okay. We all need to stand up against violence and support women who are brave enough to speak out. Everyone deserves to feel safe and respected, no matter who they are. The fourth one is the danger of loving money too much. In today's world, some people think money is the most important thing. They want to get rich quickly. They are willing to do anything to make money, even if it means to hurt others. But this kind of thinking leads to trouble. True happiness comes from hard work. Okay? I mean, if this guy is into organ apart selling, because obviously he tried gospel music, he failed there, right? But maybe tried to do other things, he failed there, and then resulted to organ harvesting. For desperation for money without wanting to even do something good, clean, to earn a living. And this is what greed does. You seek happiness, you feel like, oh, if you have this flashy car, you have arrived, but you haven't. You're just an empty vessel. And true happiness comes from working hard, being honest, helping others. Let's not let love of money ruin our values or our lives. And last but not the least, faith should be real. In Nigeria, faith has been used as a weapon to hold a lot of people down. It has been used as an exploitative tool. A lot of people blame other people for a little bit of crime or sin or a little bit of mistake, but never blame the pastors or those who call the name of God. Or whatever portion of your character you did. And this guy probably passed it. You can imagine. If you look at him, he looks like a good guy. If you look at him, you'll be like, oh, he's a gospel guy, a gospel musician. Maybe he's dedicated to God. Which girl in her rifle mind would think like, oh, I'm dating a killer? And this is supposed to be the good guy. This is supposed to be the good one. Timileyin claimed to be the man of faith, but his actions showed otherwise. Faith isn't just about singing songs, going to church, or reading the Bible. It's about living a life that reflects high kindness, honesty, and love. Let's all try to live in a way that makes the world a better place, not making it worse and soiling the name of God. What can we do to make things better? Now that we know what have happened, what can we do to make sure something like this doesn't happen again? And here are some ideas. Okay, and for parents out there, it's important for you to teach children good values. Show them how to be kind, respectful, because I'm sure this guy came out from home. So let's raise a generation, like especially for moving forward as parents, because when looking at the society, it looks as if the values are shifted. Support people who are hurting. Okay? Speak out against violence, because if as a community we don't speak out against violence, a lot of times things will be happening. When it gets your turn, don't expect to get help, because if we stand against all this bad behavior collectively, there will be little or no room for others. And be an example. Show others how to live a good life by the way you act. Be kind. Work hard. Treat everyone with respect. Okay? And once again, I send my deepest condolences to the family of Salome, and I look forward to see how this case will end. Hopefully, this case ends in favor of the family, and no amount of justice will redeem or make the family feel a little bit better. But at least justice has a way of consoling a grieving family that have been done bad by the community, by the society, by the justice system, and by a maniac who hides under the umbrella of gospel musician. I pray they find strength from this. And ladies out there, protect yourself. Once again, make sure you tell 1 or 2 people where you're going to. It's important. Okay? So that at least when anything happens, at least you won't leave your family out there kept in the dark with no clue what has happened and no form of closure whatsoever. Even with this body now, there's no closure. I mean, oh God. Thank you for listening to this episode. Today's story was really tough, but it's an important reminder of how we can all do better. Remember, every life is precious, and we all have the power to make positive difference. If you like this episode, or if you have any thought to share, follow us on my social media handle at Amakaspot on my Instagram. And also, be safe, be kind out there. Keep moving forward. Goodbye for now.